I'm Jen Gold. I am the Director of Product Strategy for Helix at MediaMath. I do all the product strategy and the go-to-market for Helix, as well as some of our other audience solutions. I actually started in a very high-tech field in my major called intellectual history, not high-tech at all, actually. Intellectual history was just this thing that I developed a passion for in college. It was kind of a combination of history, philosophy, political science, and literature, as well as art. And very, not high-tech at all. I just loved all those topics, and it kind of wove them all together. My first job out of school was for the New York Times, actually, in their advertising division. I was put on a task force to figure out what to do with the content online. The second I got on the internet, I was like, this is what I want to be doing. I got out of this old school media place and into digital. And so I left and joined a very small, 18-person website development company. I couldn't get over, when you first went into a chat room, you couldn't believe that you were interacting live, before they got creepy, interacting live with a person in another country. You're actually talking to someone and you're sharing information, and it just blew my mind. I was at this little startup, this tech startup, which no longer exists, when really the boom was happening. I mean, the growth, it was explosive. This was late 90s, Netscape went public and Yahoo, and it's like companies could do no wrong. In 2004, my partner and I, through lots of discussions and crazy dreaming, we decided to make a huge change, and we picked up and moved to a tiny little island in the Caribbean called Vieques. It's off the coast of Puerto Rico, and bought property down there and spent a lot of time renovating it and making it really beautiful, and it's a guest house. We turned it into a guest house. It's called Casa Ladera. I was still doing my digital job for the rough guides, but what was different was that with this new job, I actually became a marketer myself. But in marketing my own travel business, the hospitality business, I found that I really liked it. I got into SEO and SEM and then some paid display, and I was hooked. When I met the people at MediaMath, I was blown away. The intelligence, the passion, the excitement that people had for their jobs and for what they were building was really catching. I put together a lot of materials for the sales team to go out and do their job. So I kind of synthesize what our product teams are building into something that's packaged and digestible, and something that our CSO and engagement teams can easily take to market to explain to clients, what it is that we have, why they need it, what's special about it. I was lucky in the timing that I came out of school at a very exciting time when the internet was really nascent, and the sort of gold rush hadn't begun or was just about to begin, so there weren't people getting into it yet for the money or for going public and IPOs and going crazy. I guess if I were to say anything to my recently college graduated self, I would just say, buckle in, get ready for the ride, and change is good, change is inevitable, and you're never, in this new world that we live in, you're never gonna have that 25, 30-year career and get the gold watch at the end of it. Be ready for lots of change, and be ready to accept it, embrace it, and actually use it to your own advantage.